I have been contemplating making this video all day. Please look over the way I look. I have been cleaning house all day, dealing with kids, dealing with family, cooking, cleaning, laundry. So yeah, please look over the way I look. Look over my very super wrinkled shirt. It's just been one of those weekends. I've just pretty much took care of the stuff around the home front. It's been really pretty this weekend, so just been getting some things done around the house. It's 1 o'clock in the morning, so I decided to come in here and do this before I go to bed. I am tired, but this is important. As a lot of you know, there's a lot of stuff been happening with our channel, Team UnJustified. We have been getting mass struck, and it's not happening now because I do have all of our Watts case videos on unlisted private. I caught it within 20 minutes. I thought it was at 4 videos. It was actually a total of like 6. That there was like 60. It is privacy complaints that were filed against me. YouTube sent me all of these individual things telling me that this video had a privacy complaint at this timestamp and this timestamp and this timestamp, and then it would go on to the next video and this timestamp and this timestamp. And so basically what was happening is they were in my discovery readout playlist, and they were just attacking it, and they were just going down through each. They would just click on one of the discoveries, didn't matter which one, and they would scroll and hit report. Well, you have to have a timestamp, I have learned, when you report. So now the discovery, YouTube wrote me back today on one of them. They said it was going to take a while to go through all of them manually to make sure these privacy complaints that were filed against me are legit. So they wrote me today, and on my discovery readout 5, they said they found as well that I was violating privacy of this person. Okay, here's the thing, and this is kind of important. All YouTube told me is someone. They didn't tell me who. Well, you know yourself when you're reading the discovery, there's many people in that. When you file a privacy complaint, it's not just file it and run. You actually have to prove it is you that I'm violating privacy, like I'm doxing you. You have to show like driver's license, some kind of proof that it's you. So whoever did and YouTube agreed that I was doxing them, privacying them or whatever. They had to have shown proof. Okay, here's my issue with that. 1, it's public record. It is public record. So if it's in a public record, it is accessible by anyone through a download link. You can even go to the prison and request it or write to them. They'll send it to you. It's happened a million times. It's public record. That makes it, anybody can see it, right? Anybody can see it, can discuss about it. There's a reason for the FOIA Act. It is for we the people to be able to see that our tax dollars are being used to serve proper justice. That's what it is. Freedom of Information Act. We also have a little thing called freedom of speech, which means we are entitled to our own opinions as long as there's not slander and bashing and name calling. I mean, you have a right to your opinion. There's even a right to protest. You have the right to peaceful protest even. I mean, that's rights we have. They're infringed on daily, by the way. I mean, there's always something that will contradict your right. Just saying. About every right can be overruled by a man law. That's just the way it is. But I'm way off topic here. But at any rate, the discovery is public record. They agreed. I was going against community guidelines by reading the discovery. That's my other thing. They were just hitting parts of the discovery. I don't think YouTube even really manually looked at that, because with 5 or 6 different areas hit, but yet I was still violating privacy acts on a public record. I was saying a date, or I was in the middle of being like, and if you've heard me read the discovery, you'll know when I'm going through the pages, I'll be like, okay, going on down, moving on down, or moving right along. I'll say something like that when I'm scrolling down. They got me there too. Somehow I was violating privacy by saying, okay, moving right along. It was completely bogus. It was false hits. It was false complaints. The only way, and I've really tried to wrap my head around this, the only way these could have been legit hits, and I still don't, and it still couldn't have been legit hits because it's public record. But who could have signed off on those? Who could have literally said, yeah, that's me, or yeah, I have a right to these things here not being shared, other than someone in authority? Someone in authority would have to. There's no other way. That's a public record. There's a lot of crazy shit been happening since this whole Colorado trip, and I know, I look at the pervert that came to my channel. That was kind of strange. Look at the thing that happened with CDT and the leaked whatever that damn file was that had a bunch of candles and crazy stuff in it, and then it disappeared after she downloaded it. See, that's the thing. A lot of people says I have a different discovery. I really don't damn know. I don't know. I know when I came into this case a year, maybe just a bit over a year ago, I downloaded that discovery and I saved it on my computer. If it's a lot more been redacted from the discovery that's available now than the one I have, I don't know. I've heard there is, and I've had people many times, will you send me that discovery? Will you give me this page, or is this in your discovery? I'm like, I don't know, I'm reading it. I'm not sure. If it is, I've read it out already, But if they know the page they're looking for, or they just want the complete discovery, I have no problem, because it's public record. It's not like something I'm going, oh, look what I've got and you don't have. No, it's public record. And I got it publicly. I got it free, just like anybody else out there can. So, if the one out there now is way more redacted than the one I have, oh, well, so be it. I can't help it. Nobody told me that I couldn't use the one I have now. It was there. It was there from, I think I even downloaded it from, I don't remember, maybe it could have been Denver 7's link, or it could have been straight from Weld's link. I don't remember. But undoubtedly there's been a lot redacted from it since I did. I don't know if that's the case, if the one I'm reading is something they don't want out there. I don't know. But I have had to make them all private. I'm sorry. I know a lot of you would go to sleep listening to it, and it makes me feel like hell that happened. I wished I could just open them back up now, but I just have a feeling if I do, when I get up in the morning, it's going to be like last time. I'm not going to have a channel. Delete it while I'm asleep because of a mass reporting hit. And until I can know what the hell's going on with this public record, then, I don't want to risk our channel for it. This Watts case is completely craziness. It's like it's hexed or it's cursed. I don't know. There's good and bad in everything. And I feel this case has both good and bad. Shanann strived to bring people together. And I know some of you that's not real fond of her, you got to admit that too. She did. She had fundraisers. She would just go out of her way to have events and plannings and, just bring people together. And I think she truly wanted to help people. I do. I think she wanted to help people. And do I think full justice has been served for her and the kids? No, I don't. And until it can be proven otherwise, I will continue to think that. I just will. The case was investigated very poorly. Like the worst I've ever seen it. I mean, it was as bad as JonBenet Ramsey. Worse, maybe worse. Yeah, probably worse. At least Ramsey's house had crime scene tape around it. They didn't even have that there or at Serby or anywhere. It was like, it was never, I don't know. I'm not even going to get into that now. Yeah, I'll know what I think there. And people's like, well, they had not one shred of evidence that proved anybody else or anything else. Well, circumstantial evidence. Many cases have been tried. This case is on circumstantial, minus his own confession. It's all circumstantial. There's no physical. Well, in my opinion, there was others, and there was plenty of circumstantial there to make them a suspect, to search their homes, to search their cars, to actually think of them as a suspect instead of a victim. And I'm not saying they done anything, but there was definitely more pointing towards fabrication, inconsistencies, manipulation, just to name a few, than there was innocence. That's my opinion. And until I'm proven otherwise, I'll stick to that. Do I think possibly somebody helped Chris physically? I don't know. Mentally, absolutely. Absolutely. Whether it was knowingly or unknowingly, it was definitely, there was a catalyst. The catalyst even said they believed they were the catalyst. But anyway, I think Chris is a vile person. I think he's evil. The more I've studied into him, the more, in the beginning, I was kind of, just like all of us, just kind of looking into it, testing the waters. The more I've studied into him and the way that it's like he almost controls the people out here. It's like he really does. Whether you can see that or not, it's like he truly does. It's like he gaslights people from in there. And it's mostly these fangirls. And I mean, I will be the first to say that, yes, I wanted to help in this case. I wanted to help the Watts family as well. I did. I felt like they were being treated as like they were as guilty because they raised Chris. Okay, well, I'm a grandparent and I would hate like hell. I can't see my child, my son, doing that, but at the same time, they couldn't either, I don't think. It happened. Sadly, it happened. And yes, I wanted to help them, and I still wish them the best. I wish them nothing bad. That's for certain. I don't wish them anything bad. However, I think they're I think the Watts family will grab onto any straw that is given to them and pray to God this is the one that works, because I do believe that they believe in Chris's innocence as far as the children. I've talked to Ronnie, and I'm going to get into that on another video, okay? I'm not going to do it here because that ain't what this one's about. The very next video, I'm going to get into that. It's very important to me to talk to y'all about that part. But anyway, I want you to know I'm not going to be doing any more Watts videos, definitely until some of this is blown over. And then I don't even know if I will. There's nothing going to change in this case. Shanann left a legacy. Many people has turned into very good friends. All of you, I would have never had the opportunity to even speak to you, or, I mean, you're looking at me and now and hearing my voice, and that would have never happened without her. Her and the kids, their legacy is what brought us together. And that's a good thing, you know. If there's anything they didn't go in vain, they left that legacy of good. But there's good and bad in everything. And what Chris did, that is the bad. That is the evil. And that is where all this drama, the hate, the vile things, there's Creators has gotten death threats over this. Prison threats, death threats, lawsuits, CPS called to them. Lost their jobs for people calling their work. Depression, therapy, canceling, it's all happened. And whether you realize it or not, creators that talk about the Watts case go through moral hell. I'm just being honest. It's just a fact. Maybe not all. 99, 95% do. So yeah, I'm not going to be talking about it more. I have dedicated a whole year of my life to this case. And anyone I've ever seen get deeply involved in this case and trying to help and trying to make a change, trying to make a difference, I've not seen anything good come of it yet. And I'm just being honest. Look at Anna, you know, the first girl that was helping Chris, and she was right there by his side, and I'm sure she was putting money on his books. She was going to see him every weekend, keeping him company when his family couldn't be there. Phone calls. You know, this was all costing her financially as well. Whether she fell in love with him or whether she didn't, I don't know. That's not my business at all. But I'm just saying, look at her now. She was kind of pissed to the wind after she done all that for 2 years, trying to help him, and got him hooked up with that investigator and was working on getting him an attorney pro bono. And the investigator did get him an attorney pro bono. But then the Watts turned him down because, I'm not calling any names, but other YouTubers came up and they were going to be the saving grace, the hero. So they turned him down and spent a lot of money going to Colorado with these other YouTubers and hired some attorneys. I guess that's what I've heard. And I understand Cindy and Ronnie needs closure. The Ruseks are trying to accept what closure they have, because Chris is never going to tell the truth. So I guess they're just trying to accept whatever closure they could get, which is what happened at the sentencing. They're just They're just having to accept that. Cindy and Ronnie is never going to get closure unless they accept that Chris isn't getting out. He's just not. Even if this 35C or whatever, Chris would still be complicit, is what I would believe. He knew. He covered it. He defended it. Even if he was threatened, I don't know. He would still be complicit. Because he knew, and he never told. And now here it is, right at almost 3 years later, he's not getting out. Now, that said, I do hope there is another trial. And I do hope others is actually interrogated. It's too late to do searches. It's too late to, do things that should have been done. But I hope that there is some deeper investigation into others. Because they deserve full justice. And if there ever is deeper investigation into others, and it is proven by solid fact and all these inconsistencies and lies, there's some kind of rhyme or reason that is proven for all of that, then I'll say, okay, fine, Chris did it all. But until then, and he probably did do it. Say, okay, Chris did it all and no one else knew or had a clue. But until that day comes, in the back of my mind and in my heart, I'll always believe someone else was involved. Whether they were there, they helped, or they just manipulated, or they damn well knew and helped with the cleanup. It doesn't matter. They knew. Especially if they knew before the fact and the planning and all that. Do I think it was premeditated? I do. I do. I fought with that for a long time. I'm not going to kid you. I fought a long time with my own self. Was it premeditated? Because I would look at some things and I'd be like, absolutely. And then I would look at other things and I'd be like, no. Yes. At this point, digging this deep into the case and learning different many pieces of the puzzle, I do think it was premeditated. I do. Yes. Was it premeditated by just Chris? Possibly. Possibly. But I'm not 100% on that one. I'm more of a 60-40. Anyway, cases we're going to be going into are going to be very interesting, educational, newer stuff to learn about. There's many cases out there that appreciates your help, wants our help. Hell, reaches out to us and asks for our help, Just within the last 6 months, we have been able to help take down, a lot of people doesn't even know this, Team UnJustified has been able to help take out three murderers. Angela Cannon, her daughter and grandson brutally murdered by a sorry, and he was on the run. Many had even his own mom was telling everybody he had committed suicide. He left a suicide note. So he was pretty much considered dead. The U.S. Marshals were kind of not really buying into him being dead, but the hunt wasn't on for him like it should have been. So me and Angela were talking. Then my channel got deleted. And then when I got this channel back, we eventually hooked back up. I hooked her up with Cher, Tanya, and Mr. Cher. Together, we all started making videos, pushing videos, getting his damn name out there. Tanya and Cher even co-authoring a book with Angela. All of this we were able to do. And guess what? While we were having a live in-laws channel, we were having a live about him. When we get a text from the bounty hunter, we just got him. Breaking news right in the middle of the live from the bounty hunter. We just got him. We knew it before Arkansas knew it. They got him in California, and then they're from Arkansas. We knew it before authorities in Arkansas. The bounty hunter immediately got with us. Talking about a feeling undescribable. We were in that damn live. What? You got to be kidding me. Because there was even people in the chat at that moment saying, I think he probably is dead. You know, it's been this long and nobody's seen hide nor hair of him. And I bet he really is dead like his mom thinks. Boom. They caught him. Well, it's an amazing feeling. They extradited him back to Arkansas and it was all over the news. Angela, very grateful to us. She was just like, didn't even know what to do. I mean, didn't even know. She had the closure that they had him now and he wasn't dead and he will pay. There is a death penalty in Arkansas and that is obviously what he will go up for. He was like America's Most Wanted. He was on the ID channel, John Walsh. It was a big deal. Guess what? When we started running this case and talking about it and trying to get him found, nobody had even heard about the case. That's what I mean. So many of these cases are brushed under the rug because we're spending our time investigating something that's not going to change. It's not going to do any good. And not only are we spending our precious time that we can be helping others, it's not appreciated. If anything, we're slandered, ridiculed for just wanting to help, you know, just trying to get justice for people, for families. There's not a lot we can do, but social media is a big old place. We got him down. Also, I'm not going to say his last name because I'm not sure if he's comfortable with me doing it. But I will say Kurt, and he is in Team Unjustified. He is in the Unjustified group on Facebook. His son was shot down in like a gang kind of thing. He was murdered in cold blood. He was very young. And not a child, but like 21, I think. I can't remember. Very young. Kurt and his daughter Christina reached out to me, asked me if I could help. So I made some videos. And I made them their special videos, and I posted it on their walls. So they shared the videos everywhere, every day. Kurt was sharing it multiple times a day. One was brought down. They got one in a bar. Somebody just happened to see a video, recognized him from all of his tattoos and got him. But the other one was still out there. He took a few more months to get, but eventually, right around Christmas, they got him. Kurt was so gracious. He still leaves it on Unjustified's Facebook page, thanking us for helping to bring down his son's 2 murderers. First-degree murder. That's a good feeling. That gives you a reward. It lets you know you did something. You made a difference. You made a difference not only in that family's life, not only in justice, But you made a difference to the communities. I mean, these people could have been your neighbors. These people could have been out here preying on your children. None of us is exempt. They're out there, right? But we made a difference, and that's a damn good feeling. That feels better. I guess I've never hit the lottery, but I would assume to me that would feel better than hitting the lottery. Seeing those families get that closure, and thank you for what little you did. It might be a small thing, but small things can be powerful. There's strength in numbers. Team UnJustified is now 10,000 plus. That's a lot. And when we all have eyes, that's a lot of eyes. That's a lot of states. That covers a lot of area. It covers a lot of countries. And you know, we're definitely one of the smaller channels, I guess you would say, but we're powerful. We stick together. We try to keep the bad weeded out. Of course, they're there. They're going to find us, but, you know, we do the best we can. Being a true crime YouTube creator is hell on anyone that is an empath. I am an extreme empath. It's hard. You got to have some damn thick skin out here. I have been called every name. I'm not even going to get into it. It doesn't even matter. Doesn't even matter. That's not what I'm here for. I'm not here to say how sad it is for me, because it's not me. It's these families and it's these victims. They're the ones we're here for. So we're going to start covering other cases. I think you're going to be very interested in them. And it's going to give you a good feeling knowing that you're being appreciated very much. And you can make a difference. You can make one hell of a difference. For all you know, you can just be sitting here watching one of those videos and be like, damn, wait a minute. I seen that person. Trust me, it can happen, because it's happened. It has happened in the last 6 months for us. So it can happen. So that said, no more Watts videos from me, unless it is something that is breaking news and I can verify and confirm 100% that it is fact and legit. I'm not going to be throwing out, well, it could be this, or this is some speculation, or this is what I've heard, or, you know, I'm just not going to do that. I'm not going to. The discovery, I liked 400 pages. 400 pages out of 1960. I've been working on it since last summer. 1 hour videos for each part. Each 1 hour takes me about 6 hours to complete. So I had hundreds of hours in those. The last 400 pages, if you want to hear them, I recommend, until I can get my channel back up and safe and find out what's going on, I recommend The Diplomat. I hear that he has done the same as me, reading it out, and I hear he's done a great job as well. I don't know. I haven't listened, but I believe it because I've heard it. So it's called The Diplomat. And we only I think we were on page 1538. And there's 1960. So you can just pick up with him if you want to go ahead and hear that last bit of it. If not, if everything calms down and all this is blowed over, and I can prove that those public records are not privacy violations, then I will finish our 400 pages, because I'm really not one to start something and not finish it. I can't stand that. So also, I've got a backup channel. I'll link it in this description box below, just in case something happens and we all don't lose each other like happened to me before because I didn't have a backup channel. You may want to go ahead and subscribe to that channel. I may end up having to move a lot of my stuff over there. if people start subscribing to it, I will start randomly, doing some lives or doing some talks on it, videos, whatever. So it just doesn't sit there collecting dust. But we need a backup channel. I have my videos saved on a little backup channel, but we need a backup channel that you guys can go ahead and join just in the event that it happens again. So yeah, there's one more video I need to make. It's not going to be very long. I'm just going to be short, sweet, and to the point because I feel like it needs to be addressed. And other than that, I guess that's all I need to touch on at the moment. So I want to thank you all for your support, always being there for me and being in my corner. We really are like a little team. Okay, guys, until next time, have a good day, night, evening, wherever you may be. This is Unjustified.